The drug trade is a profitable business. Big players such as Joaquin El Chapo Guzman made so much money that their families could afford to live extravagant lifestyles and never worry about running out of money. One person who took the lavish lifestyle too far is Emma Coronel, El Chapo's wife. Before her arrest and subsequent 3-year prison sentence, the former beauty queen lived like a Hollywood star. Today, we shall look at the lavish lifestyle of one of the most powerful women in the world, Emma Coronel Aispuro Guzman. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Emma Coronel's her name, helping her husband Joaquin Guzman's Sinaloa drug trafficking cocaine.
Emma Coronel was born in 1989 in San Francisco, California, United States, when her mother visited her relatives in the city. However, she grew up on her father's ranch in La Angostura, Durango, Mexico. Emma began participating in beauty pageants early in her life and was named Queen of Canelas at the age of 17. It was at this event that she laid eyes on her soon-to-be husband for the first time. At the time, El Chapo was 47 years old and the head of one of the most dangerous cartels in the world. Dating as far back as their first meeting, many believe El Chapo took a liking to Emma as soon as he saw her. There's a widespread report that El Chapo influenced her win because he admired the young beauty, even though she was 30 years younger. Soon after, the two got together and they tied the knot a year later at a church wedding with many guests. This marriage was El Chapo's fourth. You may ask, why did such an innocent girl agree to marry a notorious character like Mr. Guzman? Well, Coronel's family was not innocent, and neither was she. Her father grew marijuana and opium on his ranch in Durango, and he was a mid-rank member of the Sinaloa Cartel. Her uncle was a top lieutenant of the Sinaloa Cartel and one of El Chapo's henchmen. Emma's parents were acquaintances of El Chapo, and on her part, there are reports that she trafficked drugs when she was 16. Emma's marriage to El Chapo didn't stop her from chasing her dreams. She continued to engage in various modeling deals, studied journalism at Sinaloa University, and graduated in 2010. Emma Coronel lived a seemingly normal life until she gave birth to the couple's twin girls, Maria Joaquina and Imale Guadalupe, in Lancaster, California. At the time of their birth, Emma refused to mention their father's name on the birth certificates because of the $5 million bounty on his head. In the end, Emma's twin daughters became American citizens like her. The birth of her daughters gave Emma, the mother of El Chapo's kids, a chance to spend more time in America, and she took it with both hands. Not much is known about the period between the birth of their daughters and El Chapo's arrest, but it's safe to say that Emma quietly enjoyed the good things of life. Everything changed when El Chapo was arrested by the authorities. Emma Coronel made a complete turnaround in her lifestyle after her husband was arrested and extradited to the United States. She didn't shy away from public view. Instead, she attended every court trial. Her continued appearance shocked the media and members of the cartel, who expected her to remain anonymous. The unique thing about Emma's regular appearance was her highly stylish clothes and her calm attitude. During her husband's trial, she listened to countless mistresses expose his notorious lifestyle and the ruthless way he killed his opponents. Through it all, she didn't show any negative emotions. After El Chapo's conviction, it was as though Emma Coronel became a different person. After years of leading a normal life, Emma began to live the celebrity lifestyle. She dressed like a supermodel and was nicknamed Narco Barbie. Her days were spent in exotic hotels, fashion shows, and taking photos with different fashion brands, especially Prada. Driving luxurious cars and taking expensive vacations became a regular thing in the life of the narco queen. The height of her lavish lifestyle was displayed during her twins' birthday in 2018. To celebrate the event, Mrs. Coronel spent over $20,000 on a Barbie-themed party. The entire environment was decorated in pink, with balloons filling the entrance. The lavish celebration was indeed a sight to behold, and it served to pass across one message. Emma Coronel has an unfathomable amount of money at her disposal, and she is not afraid to spend it. As one would expect, the celebration angered the Mexican people. Most of them were of the opinion that Emma was spending blood money, and not only that, she was throwing it in their faces. While speaking of the issue, many critics said the money would have been better off spent supporting Mexico's war against drug trafficking. For Coronel, she didn't care what anyone else thought about her or her family. The money was there, and she was going to spend it. While it is common knowledge that Emma Coronel's bold lifestyle caused backlash from the Mexican people, not many know that some of El Chapo's associates were not in support of her actions either. These top-ranking members of the cartel felt that the narco Barbie's lavish lifestyle violated the cartel code about wives, children, and relatives of cartel members keeping a low profile. This rule was put in place to help cartel members who are often wanted criminals escape scrutiny in the eyes of the authorities. In 2019, after her husband was sentenced, Emma launched her fashion line in what some believe was an attempt to make a name for herself. The fashion line, called El Chapo Guzman, produced designs for both males and females. Her materials included caps, shorts, shirts, gowns, and shoes. The launch of the company put Emma in direct competition with one of her stepdaughters, Alejandrina Giselle Guzman. Alejandrina had launched the imprint El Chapo 701 on leather boots, trousers, and shirts. Through it all, Emma ensured that she remained active on social media, especially Instagram. She has over 500,000 followers as of now, and her page shows various fashion tips, designer clothes, and travel experiences. Anyone who doesn't know her dark reality would think she's an ordinary fashionista on Instagram. A few months after her fashion launch, Emma appeared on the VH1 reality show Cartel Crew, alongside some other known former members of Cartels. The image Coronel projected to the world was that of a perfect mother and wife. She felt her role was worth paying for. She realized early that such a facade was important for public image. Emma has maintained her stand that her husband never discussed his illegal business around her. Unfortunately, U.S. prosecutors did not buy her story. They claimed that she had full knowledge about the operations of the cartel and actively participated in trafficking drugs between Mexico and the United States. In addition, prosecutors accused Mrs. Coronel of aiding El Chapo's escape from prison in 2015 when he fled the maximum security Altiplano facility through a long tunnel with a motorbike. The elaborate plan and execution of the spectacular escape of El Chapo pointed the authorities in her direction. Emma was also accused of giving bribes to law enforcement agents and inmates to make her husband more comfortable in prison when he was rearrested. The Mexican government believes Emma is the link between her husband and his 15 sons, which enables the family to maintain control of the Sinaloa cartel, even with Chapo behind bars. Although there were numerous allegations against her both in the U.S. and Mexico, Coronel entered and left the U.S. as she pleased until her arrest in February 2021. 9 months after her arrest, Narco Barbie pleaded guilty to 3 counts of trafficking and money laundering. Her attitude during the trial was different. She appeared remorseful and apologized to the people. Also, she made an appeal to the judge during her sentencing to consider her twin daughter's safety. It is unclear whether the judge granted her request or not. Whatever the case, Emma had no previous rap sheet tarnishing her image. So after all that was said and done, she received a sentence of 3 years. Now you're probably wondering, how is the wife of the world-renowned drug kingpin living today? Well, she's serving her sentence at the William G. Truesdale Detention Center in Virginia. According to reports from the facility, she spends her time alone in her cell. She has no friends and doesn't participate in any activities. A far cry from her formerly glamorous and busy life, where paparazzi chased her day and night. Thanks for watching today's video. Please don't forget to click and subscribe for more interesting content. Bye.